Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, guys. It's Nevan Osburn, and today I'm going to be showing y'all my top 3 winter lures that I personally like to throw. Now, before I get started today, guys, I just want to thank y'all so much for all the love y'all have ever gave me. I've just hit 12,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm so appreciative of every single one of y'all. My Instagram's almost to 2,000. I believe this YouTube channel's to 160 subscribers, so if y'all don't mind, let's go ahead and please subscribe and click that bell notification so we can grow this YouTube as much as possible. You know, it's really been 5 or 6 months since I posted a YouTube video, but every single one I did, I truthfully enjoy because I enjoy sharing my knowledge to y'all. And at the end of the day, all these followers and every single one of y'all that are watching through this camera, I'm really just here to help y'all and help grow this whole fishing industry. At the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's not about the follower count for me. It's just at the end of the day, if I can help every single one of y'all, or if I can just help one kid reach at the end of this video, just help him fish or her fish, or help somebody gain a love for fishing like I have grown over the last couple of years, I really do appreciate that. And then guys, y'all showed me so much love on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all have been requesting a YouTube video probably for 3-4 months now, and I'm really sorry that I haven't really got around to it. Just been busy with tournaments and school and everything, because school has started back up over winter break. But guys, hold on till the end of this video. I'm going to share everything I pretty much know about these top 3 lures that I like to throw during the winter. So y'all stick around and let's watch it. Alright guys, so the third lure on my top 3 list is the good tried and true drop shot. I mean, wherever and basically whenever throughout the country, you're gonna get bit on a drop shot for all species. But really in the winters, when I'm gonna key on the drop shot, when those fish are on the bottom and start to get lethargic, I mean, on the north end of the country especially, we see a lot of guys hammering smallmouth in the summer months and spring months and fall months all throughout the drop shot, especially on live scope now. These guys are hammers on drop shot. For some reason in the south, I don't see a lot of guys throwing the drop shot. And for me, that's just a green light right in my head that the fish aren't going to see it, I'm going to get bit on it, and that's just an overall confidence deal to me. The drop shot rig is a very simple rig. A lot of guys will just do a nose through hook, but for me, I've had a lot of good experience just on a small EWG hook. You have that to your main line, keep a leader 12, 18 inches long, and then you're going to have a weight at the bottom of that. All you're going to do is you're just going to drag this along the bottom. The weight's going to stay in contact with the bottom. Every once in a while you can shake it, but for me, I'm mainly just gonna drag along. I see a lot of guys way too often, they're way overworking this drop shot. I mean, for me, I've never really worked it that much, and I've always really got bit on it, and that's just been a deal for me. I mean, some of y'all may work it insane. I see guys like Wheeler really just up there shaking that rod in front of their face on live scope, but for me, it's just, I'm dragging it almost like a Carolina rig, basically, this time of the year on the bottom. So what I use and what I have on my hook on a drop shot is I mainly keep a worm. A worm is just a basic lure. It's always worked for me. It's tried and true for me. And for a worm, I keep 3 simple lures for 3 water conditions. When I'm in clear and sunny conditions, I pick up a morning dawn color or a pink color. I mean, this is just an easy color. It mimics a worm very good, especially around smallmouth. You can get bit very good on that color. When I get into, let's say if I'm fishing clear water with a cloudy day, or if I'm fishing a little bit more stained water, I pick up a green pumpkin with a little bit of red flake. This is just a good confidence color for me. I've caught a lot of good ones on it, and especially when I'm not getting bit, this is a very good color that I throw, and it's very natural, looks very good in the water. My number 1 color though for a drop shot, and probably the color I'm gonna throw the most, and really good in stained water, I mean you can throw it in muddy water, is just a black trick worm. The black trick worm for me has just really got bit everywhere. I had a coingling event not too long ago at Sam Rayburn for a Toyota series, and this was a really key player for me. I just threw this a bunch, and I really got bit a lot on it. And I mean, you're going to catch numbers, and you can even catch size. I've seen 4 or 5 pound largemouth, especially in here in Texas, just being killed on that. Okay, so the second part of the drop shot is the weight. When it comes to weight, I keep it very simple. There's 2 different weights that I'm going to keep in my tackle box. One of my weights is a cylinder weight. The cylinder weight is mainly when I'm going to be fishing around grass. Just like when I was at that Sam Rayburn tournament, Sam Rayburn's known for a lot of hydrilla. And when those fish really get in that hydrilla, I want my weight in and out very easily. I want to be able to fish it very efficiently. What happens when you get around grass and you fish a teardrop weight with that fat end is it's going to get in that grass and you're just going to have to yank it out. And that's just going to be a headache at the end of the day. And I'm not looking forward to it, so I don't throw a teardrop really around grass. When I throw a teardrop is in anywhere pretty much beside the grass. Rocks, stocks, stumps, trees, anywhere you can think of. This is my number one thing for a drop shot when it comes to weights that I'm going to throw. When it comes to the actual weight itself, I'm going to keep it between 1/8 and 1/4. 1/4 is if I'm fishing deeper or if it's a bit windier and I need to get a longer distance is when I'm going to throw heavier. 1/8 for me is if it's really still conditions or if I'm fishing very shallow water, maybe shallower than 5 foot of water is when I'm going to pick up that 1/8 for me. And that's really overall what I throw on a drop shot for the actual technique itself. When it comes to rod and reels though and line, it's a little bit different story. I throw full send series rods made by ODIEHAMMER. Some of the best rods in the game. I'm going to link them down below. If you're around Trial Lakes, Fun and Sun, or Elm Creek store over at ODIEHAMMER, y'all really need to look into getting a full send series. These are the real deal. I mean, these most sensitive rods I feel like you can probably get your hands on the market. I mean, and they're designed by Hammer. Kyle Hall is who designed these. Toyota Series champion. I mean, the guy had so much winnings last year, and it was Hammer. He did a lot of very good on this rod, especially right here. When he went up north and was killing those smallmouth, this was his tool. And what all this is it's just a 6'10" medium. I mean, we specifically designed this for a drop shot. It's very pliable, flexible, so when you set that hook, you're going to get a good hook set and you're not going to lose those fish, but it's still stiff enough that you're going to feel every little rock, everything on the bottom. And then when it comes to reels, I'm not a huge guy when it comes to spinning reels, so I keep my spinning reel set up very basic. This is just a 3,000 size Diawa. You know, to be honest, I bought this $30 on clearance on Academy. I'm not a huge spinning rod guy, so it's just not a big deal to me to spend a lot of money on a spinning reel. And then when it comes to the line is a very underrated deal that a lot of guys are underlooking nowadays. I mean, a lighter line, the fish are not going to be able to see as well, but the lighter line is actually also going to help you with distance. I mean, a week ago I was throwing 10, and now I'm throwing 8. And to be honest, the difference is mind-blowing. I mean, we're talking 20 yards extra just with that. I mean, even if you don't switch the weights per se, at least look at diameter. I mean, different line brands are going to have different diameters. And just millimeters off the diameter is just going to help you so much more casting at those fish, especially if you're targeting them on a live scope or in very clear water. You want to be away from those fish as much as you can when you're targeting them. And a lighter line is going to help you do that. So this is my third favorite out of the top 3, the drop shot. So my second favorite lure to throw in the winter is the classic A-Rig. The A-Rig is a fish catching machine down here in the South. We see so many share lunkers, just gigantic fish being caught on this A-Rig. And for me, that's when I'm targeting giant fish on the active target in winter, this is going to be on my front deck. You know, you can catch a lot of numbers, but the size deal for me, when I'm looking for a kicker in a tournament, or I'm just looking for that lifetime legacy class bass, that's when I'm picking up the Alabama rig. I mean, we're seeing down at ODIEHAMMER, for example, 15, 16, 17-pound bass being caught on the A-Rig, and it's just crazy for me. So when I'm throwing it, and I'm mainly targeting those big ones, I'll throw 3 different brands of A-Rigs. My number 1 I throw is the Swimbait Dominator. Just has 8 blades. The blades are a little bit smaller on average. Just a hammer of an A-Rig. Very well built design as well. Very strong wires that come off of it. I've never had one break on me. Very good A-rig if you're looking to pick one up. Another good one, and you can really get this one anywhere, it's just the average Yum umbrella rig. I mean, it's a cheap, affordable option. You can buy it, I think honestly at Walmart at this point. I know you can buy them at Academy, Tri-Lake, so you can go buy them. I mean, it's just a 4-bladed simple A-rig. I mean, a lot of guys do very good on it. It's a cheaper option. I like it. So that's just my second favorite one to throw. My third favorite one to throw, and it's a little bit smaller company, is the Babee already rigged up Alabama rig. So this already comes with your jig heads. It's a simple 4-wire. For me, I like these just because it already comes with the jig heads. I mean, A-rig generally is a more expensive lure. We're talking $20, $30, $40, even $50 on one A-rig sometimes. These, I think honestly retail around 15, 20 bucks, and they already come with the jig heads. I just personally don't like to go through the headache of buying the jig heads and buying the A-rigs separately. These guys, they already pre-package them. They come in specific colors. My favorite color to throw is a pearl and green. It's green on top with pearl, and the jig heads are also green on top with pearl on the bottom. Very stout built, never had one break on me. Very good option. When it comes to colors, really I switch up colors just based on water clarity. When it's dirty, I like to just keep a simple white Swimbait. Really that 2.5, 3 inch mark for a Swimbait for me is what I like to throw. I see a lot of guys throwing those Kitech and paddle tail sized ones. For me, the Reaction Innovations Little Dipper is really just what worked for me. And when I get around clear water, I throw a little more shad color, the blue with a little gray and white on the bottom. It just always works for me, really. That's a really good clear water for me. When I'm out at Ivy, Whitney, Texoma, very clear water lakes, Belton, when I get around that clear water, that's what I personally like to throw. And even just at the home lakes, if I really get around 2 or 3 foot of visibility, that's when I start to pick up these little more natural colors. Is when I throw. The rod I throw now, this differs from a little everybody. Everybody has their own A-rig setup. For me, I throw it on a 7.6 extra heavy. It's an ODIEHAMMER Flip Punch Full Send Series rod designed by Kyle Hall. I know some guys on the ODIEHAMMER team, such as Jason Kahn and Brandon Burks, they throw it on the 711 extra heavy glide bait rod. For me, this has just always really been what I've been confident with. Those guys, they seem to like it due to the leverage. Either rod you're gonna go with is just as good in my opinion. You're still gonna be just as, rod's just gonna be as sensitive either way. The line I throw this on is 25-pound fluorocarbon. I'll up it or down it depending on water clarity. The lowest I'll go personally on an A-rig is 17-pound fluorocarbon. That's really clear water, and I really have to be around nothing. When I get in clear water around structure, I mainly throw 20. And when I get around muddy or stain water, I mainly just stick to 25 pounds. I keep my reel gear ratios a lot quicker, I guess you could say. I believe this is a 7-4 gear ratio. My deal is, when I throw the A-rig, it's on live scope a bunch. I don't want to be on an 8 because I feel like an 8 gear ratio because I feel like I'm going to reel too fast and it's not going to be around those fish. But if I get around a 6 gear ratio reel, I feel like it's going to be too slow when I need to reel back in. Like if I see that fish swim off on the active target, I need to be able to reel in right quick and really throw right back at it. And that's where the 7-4 gear ratio comes to end. This is just my overall A-rig setup. I mean, this is just a big bass catching machine. I recommend pretty much anywhere in the country right now, you probably need to have one of these in your hand, especially if you're going after a giant this winter and you are on the live scope or on active target. This needs to be in your hand. All right, guys, so the number one lure for me in the winter time is a jerkbait. The jerkbait has been a just fish catching machine for me here recently. I've caught so many, and especially big ones on it too. You can catch it fishing from 3 foot of water all the way out to 20 foot of water on a lot of these jerkbaits now. I mean, this is just a hammer for me. You can fish with or without live scope, and it just gets bit at the end of the day. When you see me in a tournament oftentimes and I'm around clear water, you're gonna see this in my hand 80% of the time. This thing is just a fish catching, and even bigs like 9, 10, 12 pounders bite this. It's just a great lure to throw. When it comes to colors and brands, the number one the brand I throw is MegaBass. The 110+1 is the number one deal I throw, for me personally. When I'm in stained water or cloudy, I like to keep white on hand. You know, white, when it's cloudy and windy, I can't tell you. I've had so many very good bags come off of this color, especially just white when it's cloudy and windy. Something about those bass really just key on the color white. And this color, especially right here, mimics that perfectly. It has a little orange belly, so when it whips and flashes right quick, they have something to really key on when they go on that jerkbait. When I get into stained water, or maybe a little more clearish water, I like to throw just a normal shad color or Tennessee shad color by MegaBass. Both of these colors are excellent. I've caught a lot of good ones. Both of these colors are very good at ODIEHAMMER, I would recommend. Especially as Tennessee shad, a little clear on the side. And this one too. I mean, they're both just hammers. Both of these colors really mimic gizzard shad very well, in my opinion. And that's what I honestly believe these big bass are keying on, especially during the winter time. They're gonna catch these big ones, these two colors especially. Now, my number one color in clear water, and this color won me a lot, and it's caught me a lot of big fish, and I honestly don't want to leak this color. It's called Table Rock Bone, I believe, if I can remember the name. Or Table Rock Clear, I think. Purplish blue on the back, chartreuse on the bottom, clear on the side. I mean, something about this color just gets bit. Big ones especially bite it. I mean, I cannot tell you how many 5+ pounders has been caught on this. I mean, the only reason why I don't even have it tied on the rod is because I was fishing a little more stained water. This is just a huge confidence color for me. It gets bit just about anywhere for me. And it's a very good looking jerkbait. The MegaBass, they've done very good on the hooks. And man, I mean, if I would recommend one color y'all need to go buy, it's this color. I mean, I'm gonna link it down below as well. I'm gonna link really all my products I use down below in this video. I'm gonna link them all down below. And if y'all need to check one out, it's gonna be these jerkbaits and these ODIEHAMMER rods are the two best things I can recommend for y'all in the winter. When it comes to rods, I use the ODIEHAMMER Full Send 7-foot medium. Insane rod. I mean, it can take just about anything. We've made this for jerkbaits and small crankbaits, but I really have seen it shine here the last month when it comes to jerkbaits. Especially when you're loading up on those big ones, it just has so much bend, but still enough backbone that you can drive those hooks into it. But the bend on it is immaculate. I can't tell you how many good fish I've caught on this. So many 5-6 pounders. It's just an amazing rod for me. I mean, I can't really say enough about it. When it comes to line, guys, as well, I stick to 10-pound fluorocarbon. Anything lighter, I feel like it's easier for the fish to break off. Anything heavier, I feel like the fish are just gonna see it. Fluorocarbon is important to me. I used to throw it oftentimes on mono, and I hear some people still throw it on mono. I feel like the fluorocarbon deal is gonna catch you more fish at the end of the day. Fluorocarbon's gonna sink, and fluorocarbon does not radiate sunlight, so it's a little more invisible for them. That lure is gonna help, it's gonna help sink the lure. The deal with mono is you're almost working in reverse. You jerk it down, and that mono's just gonna pick it back up. Fluoro, you're gonna jerk it down, and it's really gonna either stand there or barely sink. It's just gonna help you get way more down every time. The reel I throw is a 6'3" Shimano SLX-DC. Very good reel for me. I mean, the Shimano SLX-D period is what I mainly throw on all of my rods. And my jerking technique when I throw it is I do 1, pause, 1, 2, pause, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, pause. And I keep it very simple. The speed, if I'm noticing more bait balls pop up or the water temp's a little more warm, I'm gonna work it very fast. Right now, where I'm currently at, we're seeing water temps in the 46, which is very cold for Texas. I'm working this slow. I mean, almost pauses up to 10 seconds. And you won't even believe, like for some reason, on that 10th second, you're gonna get bit. I mean, just literally, you jerk it once, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, count all the way to 10. And for some reason, on that 10th second, they're gonna take it. I don't know why, but that's just been the deal for me here recently. And this is just my #1 fish catching machine during the winter. If I would recommend any one lure just to anybody, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna link all the products as well down below in this video. I highly recommend y'all check them out. I have a bunch of great companies that I believe in their products and they believe in me, and anything is gonna help them. And if you could just honestly check them out. You know, Full Send Series rods and ODIEHAMMERs, very good friends of mine. If you're looking for a rod, these guys are the real deal. Tri-Lakes, Fun and Sun, and the Elm Creek store in OHIV is where you're gonna be able to get these. Very high quality rods. If you're looking to protect your rods, EVOLV rod sleeves are the way to go as well. EVOLV rod sleeves, hook resistant, they float while you're on your rod. I mean, I've been going down the lake before, watched my rod fly off, turn right back around, act like nothing ever happened. It's just perfectly floating with my EVOLV rod sleeves on. If you're looking to go get tackle in Texas, I highly recommend Tri-Lakes tackle. Very good employee staff up there. They're gonna help you find anything. And if there's something not at the store, they're gonna help you order it for you as well. Very good customer service up there. I mean, all my guys that I work with, I truly believe are amazing and they support me. So if y'all guys don't mind, please go check them out. LOOSA Linen actually is another company. I forgot about them. Apparel, they have the newest, and I love their stuff. It's very comfy indeed, actually. Very trendy, very good looking clothing. Keeps you very warm in the winter, because we do know, especially as Texans, winter's just brutal for us. Us Texans can't take the 10, 20 degree weather. So if you need some apparel, really wrap up with LOOSA Linen. If you need some rod sleeves or just any rod protection, check out EVOLV. If you need your tackle, go to Tri-Lakes. And if you're looking for a sweet rod that's gonna help you catch more fish, you need to check out Full Send Series by ODIEHAMMER. Very good rods. Could not say more. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been such a minute since I posted, but I've had so many of y'all in my Instagram comments and TikTok comments begging me to post. So I just really want to do this for y'all. Y'all really helped me a lot. Y'all helped me grow. I love seeing every single one of y'all message me on Instagram, TikTok. If y'all have any more ideas for YouTube videos, please comment them down below or send them to me. I'm more than welcome to do anything y'all recommend. Anything y'all want, at the end of the day, I'm gonna post when it comes to fishing material. I just wanna help y'all at the end of the day and really just help grow the fishing industry. So if y'all don't mind, please subscribe. I'm gonna link all these great companies on all these great lures down below for you to help check out. Please subscribe, consider following. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for staying to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll catch y'all on another video.